One season in the sun on Santa Cruz Voice. Tuesday, December 2, 2020 size. Black Friday was a little crazy. People out at 4 in the morning. Some for the deals, some just chasing that free swag. The Target bag was shiny, not sure if it was much else. Lowe's quietly had the best deal in town, but they didn't bother to tell anybody. Malls were half chaos, half caffeine, and a full test of patience for anyone looking for parking. Cyber Monday didn't make things easier, just added a few more tabs to the cart. You'll never check out news, traffic, weather, sports, and if there's any time left this week in bubbles.
All right, welcome to One Season and Some. Let me to turn that off.
One season in the sun on
Yeah.
Santa Cruz
They want to do it again. Now, okay. Let's see. There you go. What do we got here? Oh, okay. It is 61 here in Santa Cruz. Beach hazard statement. Let's see. It does not really telling me what the beach hazards are. Going to try to look a little more into that.
I guess there's big waves. There's sneaker waves, they're saying. So don't let them sneak up on you.
They're Reebok waves. Okay, there we go. 61 in Monterey, 60 in Hollers. It's 60 everywhere. 63 in Salinas, 56 in San Francisco, 56 in San Jose, 61 in Gilroy, 55 in Gorman, which is on the way to Anaheim, where it is 65.
Ding, 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 ding.
A high note today. Let's see. Gosh, let's see. What did I do this weekend? Oh, yes. We went to the Warriors game on Friday. Kind of did it remotely on Saturday. There's stuff. There's good things to talk about every day with the Warriors. LJ Cryer and TK had, just going off days. Javier Francis is getting, his defense gets better day by day, while, not having the foul trouble. It's just, they're still playing with 8 guys, and
that's not a lot of people.
And the other teams are playing with like 13.
Yep.
And so it just creates a down the stretch issue.
They have so many injuries.
Well, injuries and call-ups, injuries on the big club and call-ups and kind of decimating their roster. And they're getting a little bit of help, but it's mostly it's going to have to happen with people getting healthy. Mm-hmm. And it is it's I feel it's coming soon, but it's also hopefully soon they'll also run into teams that the big clubs are. Big clubs are having a little bit of injuries and they're decimating their G League roster so they can just compete on an even playing field soon. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. And then we've got we're at San Jose State for their home and season finale. San Jose State also just having just that, 3 field goals would have made it be, instead of a 3-9 season, be a 7-6 or 6-6 season. And that's the margin for error. Coach Ken indicated that he was going to get to work on next season immediately, but did not confirm whether or not he himself would be back. So we're still waiting to hear on that. I think San Jose State, by staying put in the Mountain West after the Pac-12 decimated the Mountain West and the Sun Belt Conference, looking for members to not fold. They may be sitting pretty on some cash coming up soon that will help all the Mountain West people. And I don't know what's up with the video feed and why I can't join, but okay. Let's see. MLS is going to be, and I had this up earlier and now I don't. MLS is going to be and that's the thing. It's like people keep calling it Team Messi, and that honestly, in a lot of ways, is exactly what it's become. It's become Team Messi versus, and then Vancouver's going to play San Diego, failing to reach the final in their first full season in the league, and you know what? That's just kind of how it goes. Team Messi, however, winning 5-1 pretty convincingly in their final round, in their conference finals playoff against NYCFC, and so next Saturday, Chase Stadium. Where the heck is that?
Are you gonna go?
No, pretty sure not. Where now I got to figure out where that is. So basically, what's going to happen here is, Team Messi is going. Oh, that's right. They play it at the home field of the higher seat. Chase, they're going to be playing it at Miami's home. So don't expect a lot different, because I just the money that they have spent, because they had all this money to spend on international players, making some shrewd moves. Don't get me wrong. I just don't see the Whitecaps having much of a chance in this one. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, they're going to play the game, but I don't see the Whitecaps having much of a chance in this one. And that's the penultimate of the MLS season. And honestly, and so when they go to the international season, take a little bit of time off in the winter, that will mean these games are not being played. So let's say for instance, Chicago were hosting this game, right? So that's where to go. Oh, there we go. So hold on.
And who's the we in the statement that we're hosting?
The which?
We're hosting the Chicago. Who's the we?
No, let's say that Chicago was the one hosting this.
Okay.
It is on Saturday. It's going to be 22 degrees.
Almost as cold as Santa Cruz.
Almost as cold as Santa Cruz. But that's the thing. It's going to be 22 degrees. And so these finals, if they still stay with playoffs and don't just go to you play and you're in and then have a Champions League, there's not many leagues to be playing Champions League in the Western Hemisphere, and this is the problem. But let's get they go back. They go through the playoffs. They do all of that, right? These games will be held in May, and not in 22 degrees. And so you are going to get some crappy football if this, and then they're just in time before Chicago or Cincinnati or it's going to be a little more rough in the middle of the season, but it's going to be a lot better games for the playoffs and the finals at the end of the season, where players aren't just players aren't standing next to each other trying to be warm rather than playing their positions. I just thinking that that's a thing that could be.
You're saying that could have an effect on the game?
That could have an effect on the game, yes. Let's see what else happened this weekend. Not a lot going on. Baseball's kind of like letting college football do its thing. And no, that's kind of what we've uncovered here. So we will ask.
Well, I've got some news.
Oh, we'll ask Kent from Greater Omaha if there's some news.
Hey, Kent in Greater Omaha.
Which means that I will have to work my way backwards. I really should put this in the show songs, but I don't know why I haven't.
I know the lyrics.
All right, here we go. No, I got it.
It's that time again, where everything's breaking and nothing's fixed. Local storms, weird politics, and some with emotional support iguana stealing the spotlight. That's your news with Kent from Greater Omaha.
There we go. All right. So, Bay Area electric vehicle drivers are losing a long-running perk. As of today, anyone driving an EV without passengers is no longer allowed to cruise in the carpool lane. The state's Clean Air Vehicle Decal Program, the sticker that lets solo EV drivers legally use the HOV lanes, officially expired this fall, and the 60-day grace period ended this morning. They're not talking about specifically stepping up enforcement, but if you are caught driving an EV with no passengers, it's the same as driving any other vehicle with no passengers. You can get a ticket of up to $490.
That's all?
Yeah,
Okay.
that seems a little light for California, to be honest with you. I'm just saying.
You know, in the middle of the country, that would be probably pretty close to rent. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I can see how $490 could mess up your day.
No,
Sure.
I got you there. But here, the other side is that they convinced half the people that own these things to buy them based on, oh, you get to drive in the carpool lane.
Perk.
Yeah.
Yeah, forever.
And here's the thing, all the EV drivers, what they didn't pay attention to is they did the exact same thing to the hybrid drivers. Hybrid drivers, they got them to buy these things, and then they expired the stickers, which, by the way, look really ugly on your car. You
It looks funny when you sell the car, too.
buy a $5,000 or buy a $50,000-$80,000 car and have to put these really dumb looking stickers on it. I mean, can't Ponch and John tell the difference? I mean, seriously. And maybe only have to get stickers, or maybe have a different license plate or something like that. I don't know, because somebody driving one of those Sacrilege Motors Porsches or something like that, you should be able to not have giant crazy stickers on your car. But I don't know.
Well, the reasoning is kind of malicious. It's like, actually, electric cars have gotten so popular, we don't need to incentivize people to buy them. They'll just buy them. So why even have the incentive?
I see.
I
Like I
think
said,
they
they
like
did the
to
same to
have-
hybrid people.
They like to, I think they like to spend
no
money
one
on
spoke up.
adding that extra lane that's kind of like a elitist lane on the highway, Like now it's just making it slightly more elite, the lane on the left. Do they, I wonder if they have to, because those are the lanes where they tell you, it's going to cost you $5 to get to Crow Canyon or something.
Okay,
All
those.
I'm saying is, if you and a tiger
different?
jump up in the air and go friends, and then you get in a car, you can use this lane, regardless of whether you're driving an EV or not. You can have a gas-powered vehicle, and you can get exactly the same perk, which is none now.
Yeah.
Without a passenger.
No, you have to have a passenger.
Unless
It
you're
has
on a
to be
bike.
You and the tiger.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, or a motorcycle. Yeah, motorcycles can definitely still use it,
Yeah. Which is,
and you don't need a passenger.
you don't need a passenger. They would prefer you did, but you don't need one.
Well, being able to
I
drive
feel
in
like
that
that could
one.
throw off the weight balance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because your passengers either have to be actively involved or they're dangerous,
Exactly.
which is, because if they're sitting back there texting,
Or if they're a blow up doll.
well, you don't need one to be on in the line. But I mean, no, it's like if, let's say somebody's back there texting, causing you to take off the sissy bar on the bike, and because they were literally throwing off the weight balance, and they were being highly annoyed at you when they were texting and you dropped them off and said you'd come back and pick them up in the car.
And then you forgot?
No, I picked them up. I mean, it didn't go over well, but she almost crashed us, and I'm like, all right, well,
Not that happened, but it did.
It could.
You know, it's just a
Bizarrely specific hypothetical.
It's a bizarrely specific hypothetical based on real events. Yeah. So, yeah. That was. All right. So you know what? We're gonna hit that first break. We will be right back here on SantaCruzVoice.com. You are listening to One Season in the Sun.
Handcrafted art, crafts, jewelry, antiques, toys, plus food and so much more. The Holiday Craft and Gift Fair returns just in time for unique shopping this Friday and Saturday, noon till 9 p.m. at the Santa Cruz County Fairgrounds. Your gift fair admission allows you to walk through Sparky's holiday lights each evening. The Holiday Craft and Gift Fair this Friday and Saturday at the fairgrounds. Information and tickets available at fairgrounds-foundation.org.
Hey Warren, you know it's been a while since I've been up to your showroom and garden center in Scotts Valley. Maybe the folks out there might want to know where you are.
Absolutely. To find Knox Roofing and the Knox Garden Box Company, just head up into beautiful Scotts Valley. We're at 46 El Pueblo Road, next door to Scarborough Lumber and the beautiful nursery. And when it comes to wood items, we have It's All About Wood gift shop. And of course, the Knox Garden Box. Lots to look at. We'd love to see you at Knox Roofing and the Knox Garden Box store. Okay, thanks, folks.
Get hooked up with affordable cannabis at your locally owned Hook Outlet, where everybody above the age of 21 can participate in the Hooks loyalty program. Each purchase earns you 2% store credit on your next purchase. Get hooked up with the best cannabis at affordable prices at the Hook Outlet in Capitola and Watsonville, or order online at hookoutlet.com. Get hooked up at the Hook.
Satisfy your hunger with a fresh, prepared, twice-daily grab-and-go sushi you'll find waiting for you at Sushi Market Sprouts, 2 blocks from the beach at 300 7th Avenue in Santa Cruz. Fresh, delicious, and oh so good.
Hello, I'm Junko, and I look forward to serving you at the Sushi Market Sprouts.
Satisfy your hunger right now with the delicious ramen and sushi you'll find waiting for you at Kaito. Easy in and out location in the Capitola Mall food court. Special orders welcome. Fresh, delicious, and oh so good.
This is Koji. I'm looking forward to seeing you at my restaurant, Kaito.
Bake up their fudge, pour cider and wine, ring silver bells till they all fall in line. They hug in the streets, they shout joy to all. I'm staring at footprints that lead to the mall. The snow keeps on falling, it buries the street. Their world feels too perfect, too warm, too sweet.
Thank you to the house band again. Let's see here. I said, hey, get me something Grinchy. And there we go. Now we've got it.
No one cares that my heart is too small.
No one cares. No
the
one
nerve
cares.
of those who's.
That was the nerve of those who's.
Nerve of those.
Oh, man. So I was one of those people that went out to get the shiny bag at Target. Apparently I did win something, but it was something that they already gave me. They gave me, which was a year of Target Circle for free, which they already gave me because I have a Target Circle card. So it was like, whatever. But there was all right. So there was a lot of weirdness going on there. So there were people that apparently had been there since 1. And I got there about 3:30, and then all of a sudden these other people show up, and they just ran with their chairs to set them in front of the door. And I'm like, man. And then so I get out and I go to the, I go and take my queue in line, and then these people behind me were like going, well, we've been here since 1, and then we were just like, everybody was good in their cars, and then I'm like,
So I'm going to sit there and have to listen to you be whiny for 2.5 hours. That's fun. And so then they came out.
That makes that breeze easier to take.
Yeah. Yeah, being that the Target I went to is right across from the beach, and it was a pretty good wind. And so, but then they come out and they give everybody the tickets that you were there, and they said, oh well, if you wanted to, you could go wait in your cars. And I'm just sitting there like going, and
lose your spot in line for sure.
So, but the thing is that only the people with the tickets were going to get the bags. But what they didn't do is they didn't mix them up. They apparently just the first 10 people in line, and I was like number 6, got one of the prizes, and then everybody else just got a shiny bag with
What'd you
some
win?
stuff. I told you.
Oh, a shiny bag? No, tickets.
Stable condition.
So, hold on. I've got.
Check the notes.
Yep. So yeah, that's
a shiny bag. That was what you were getting the tickets for.
Hold on. Where did it go? Where did it go?
I like to stand in lines to meet people and to practice my ability to make new friends, because lines can really test you. Because there are people who want to go in front of you, and there's nobody who wants to go behind you, really. They all want to get in front.
That is true.
That's
Hold
true.
On. Yeah. Hold on.
What is this? It sounds familiar.
Someone said crazy night, I just nod to the beat. They're sweeping up glass, I'm holding my grin. We made the news, but they spelled my name wrong again. Everyone's reporting stable condition. At least that's what they say.
Should've known.
All right, so everybody in line was reported in stable condition. A little cold. So then I get back home and the dog, and then I don't know what's up with Darla. Darla is not the warmest dog in the world.
She's the new one.
Yeah, she is not the warmest dog in the world. She you can touch her and you're just like going, you are not very warm.
No.
For as much as you wiggle, you are not very warm. But that's okay. Yeah, it's it's just what it is. And then so, but yeah, so apparently though, Lowe's was doing it all up, but they didn't tell anybody until like after the fact. So, all these people are going everywhere else, and then Lowe's has the best thing going on, and then it's like, well, dude, you should have told somebody, but they didn't. So that was just the thing.
Well, they're new to advertising. You understand? Lowe's has only existed for 117 years. So
yeah, no, they need to grow what they're doing. So yeah, that was involved in that.
So you're mad you didn't get a bucket?
I am kind of a little bit.
That's fair.
I'm a little there. Then I went to the Salinas Light Parade on Sunday.
Ooh.
What I can say about that, it was after about the first half, it was very repetitive. So I'm like, it is 43 degrees out here, and I'm going home. So that was what happened there with that. And so, and then news over the weekend from Valley Fair.
Mall news?
We were okay. So we were really struggling whether to do this. It has non-happy news stuff, not non-happy noon stuff. But it's got to be said. There's always somebody that ruins it for everybody.
Uh-oh.
Because there was the biggest retail block in Kansas City that was gone because of 2 incidents in the food court.
The third highest retail. I mean, there are 6 malls from the Kansas City area that are closed and are either Walmart hypermarts or business centers because of things that happened in the mall. And
it's got to mess with your insurance.
It's got to mess with your insurance. But here's something too. And I'm going to say this because I think we talked about this when I was at Valley Fair, and they had the 100+ bicyclists going at breakneck speed through the mall, endangering everybody. And even in the aftermath of that, it could not find security. Mm-hmm. Nowhere to be found. I mean, maybe the mall just says, well, the people that really need security have armed guards, but the armed guards aren't stepping out there and taking down a kid, 150 kids riding through the mall on their bicycles. And
but you would really just need, a nice piece of rope. Accidentally step in and just body check one of them, and then everybody else goes down. But then there's paperwork. Then
anything to avoid paperwork.
Yeah, so now you're the bad guy.
Yeah.
All I did was trip a teenager on a bicycle. Jeez.
No, I keep saying this about that. It's like that's like taking your time machine and going and taking care of baby Hitler, because then you're just somebody that went back in time and killed a baby. I mean, you're just, you're the monster then, it's like, and so it's just but it's security at Valley Fair has only simply been because they thought nothing was going to happen. And I hope that Valley Fair doesn't close because they owe a lot of money for that new part they put on. But if people stop going there because they don't think it's safe anymore because your security is atrocious, well, you kind of deserve what you get, and it will affect Santana Row across the street, which, by the way, you can't walk 20 feet without seeing a security person at Santana Row. And maybe in some ways that's the whole point. One thing
I would have done.
Well, what?
I'd have gone back in time and given him an art scholarship.
Oh.
I think that would have solved everything, and you keep your hands clean.
I've seen films on this.
Your paintings are fantastic, and exactly.
Develop the skill.
Buy a couple so if he'd sold a couple of paintings, none of that. Okay, all right. Well,
yeah.
All right.
It's a different world. Well, Pulp Fiction would have been different if they would have gotten there 5 minutes earlier.
Well, this is there's some point to that. I guess I guess in all this, basically you just take a bowling ball and throw it through the window at a bowling alley. That's proper response. I don't understand that still. Okay, there's several things I don't understand.
The name.
I don't understand the guy referring to himself as Spider-Man. I'm like, that's not Spider-Man. That's more like a thing to do.
It's very thing-like.
It's very thing-like where, let me destroy, get mad and destroy property. Spider-Man has dissolving web. All right.
Like Spider-Man.
Yeah. The thing is the one that sits there and has lots of cleanup and lots of use for disaster cleanup associates. That's where that is.
That's right.
And I'm just saying that was a,
which, by the way,
yeah.
Not saying he's not a hero. He did get out of there. He did provide a way out. Like that was heroic. I just don't see the Spider-Man angle.
Well, okay. Here's the thing: heroic-ish, because not only are you giving people a way out, sort of, but you're also giving people a way in. And, so if they locked the doors, okay, and everybody kind of hid behind the machines in the back, you're making it so somebody can't get in and can't, do anything. Yeah, but fire hazard, temporary fire hazards when there's still an exit in the back.
I don't know why he needed to break a window out the front. And
I guess
so-
you just want to go shopping and not have to worry about your entrance or exit. You want to just be able to go and enjoy yourself.
Okay, he was at the bar. So let's just understand. He was at the bowling alley bar and making it so people, people could
Something may
leave with their
inspire him.
basically he was making it so people could leave with their alcohol. That was what he was doing. And then his thing was like, I hope they don't charge me for the window. I'm just like, yes, they should. Dude, they should charge you for the window. You took you tried to kick it out. And okay, so quotes from this guy. I tried to kick out the window because I used to play soccer and I can kick pretty hard. And so that didn't work. So I picked up a bowling ball and threw it through the window, and that worked. So I'm just, all without putting down my drink. So I guess I'm just kind of like Spider-Man now.
What? That person is
Spider-Man
not in
throws webs
stable
and he
condition.
threw a bowling ball through a window.
Yeah, I mean, I am going to say
guy.
that this person was not in stable condition. So there we go.
The window wasn't.
The window certainly wasn't. Window was non-stable condition. So I don't get any of that. That was just a little crazy.
That was as light as we could make it. That was a really messed up situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm finding though? I'm learning that Generation Z doesn't like this street kind of activity. They're not fans of it. They don't understand it. And they're like, when they see people shooting in a mall over like the colors they're wearing, they want nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Well, and yeah,
17-year-old was kind of rare in his generation.
yeah. Well, I mean, depending on the neighborhood, honestly. I mean, because the number of people that were joining gangs in the old days was still not that many. It was just they, possessed power because of firearms, and so it was or whatever they were carrying. But yeah, it was. The whole thing was just very weird, and I think the guy literally calling the news so he could be on the news for breaking the window, hoping that they would,
Does he have a podcast or a product he's trying to launch? A bowling ball, perhaps?
A bowling ball, perhaps. Yes, it will break windows. Yeah, if you really want. Okay, well, there you go.
Well, that's one way to get attention.
Yeah.
That should be merch, though. Bowling balls. It can break windows if you really want.
There you go.
Bowling ball influencers.
Well, something. All right, so we're going to hit that second break. We'll be right back here. You are listening to SantaCruzVoice.com, and this is One Season in the Sun.
Do you have a car sitting around you want to get rid of? Donate your car and help veterans and their families. Yes, one fast call to the Veteran Car Donation Program and we'll come and remove your car for free. You can donate most cars, trucks, or SUVs in most conditions. The proceeds raised goes to help active military, veterans, and their families. And you get a tax deduction. Operators are standing by. Here's the number.
800-640-9509. Again, that's 800-640-9509.
Attention content producers. You can have access to a complete digital media production facility at Satellite Co-working and Digital Media Studio on Soquel Avenue. Easily rent video and audio equipment, a studio with green screen, editing suite, and audio booth, all at can't say no rates. Schedule a tour to see for yourself at satellitecoworking.com. Mention Santa Cruz Voice for 20% off your first reservation.
Bring happiness into your holiday with a fresh and fragrant Lions Club Christmas tree. When you light up the tree, your family's smile will last into January. Pick up your tree from the Lions Club lot at the Portuguese Hall near Costco. 2 to 7 weekdays, 10 to 7 weekends, while they last. Bring happiness into your holiday with a fresh and fragrant Lions Club Christmas tree. All proceeds go to helping those in need in Santa Cruz.
Cannabis is one of nature's most beneficial plants. Hello, I'm Jenna. Treehouse Dispensary, we use information about cannabis to build community. Listen to Xavier.
Thank you, Jenna. For those suffering joint pain, Treehouse suggests trying a CBD THC topical like the Balance Salve from local Santa Cruz company, Jade Nectar. Then enjoy the relief.
For answers to your cannabis questions, ask your friends at Treehouse Dispensary, 3651 Soquel Drive in Soquel, or ourtreehouse.io.
This is a Thanksgiving song. Pass the gravy, it's all gone wrong. We're fighting over Wi-Fi and who said grace. Laughing till tears run down our face. Yeah, this is the Thanksgiving song. We eat too much and still want more. It's chaos, love, and pumpkin pie. And I'm just thankful we survived. Turkey's dry.
Alrighty, we are back right here on SantaCruzVoice.com. You are listening to One Season in the Sun. Make sure that's okay. Cool. Man, it was there. And one thing they kept saying about. So I ended up at the parade on Saturday, right in front of the people that were trying to quote unquote host it. So they were just yelling about things that were 3 blocks away. And then they were singing along with the songs, and it was really, and there were just 2 speakers where they were coming out, and it was just really obtrusively loud. And we're very much convinced that they were the parade, and they were not.
They're just the announcers. They're announcers?
They're the announcers, and they were just basically spent 2 hours I was there yelling.
Chaos guides.
Yeah, they were just yelling. And it was honestly not a lot of.
They needed a sound man.
Well, they needed somebody to turn them down. Yes, that's for sure. But they weren't. They weren't having any of that. Oh, I don't know why I didn't turn that on. But it was a little bit of a crazy notch there. Let's see what else.
Were there any of those cute little floats where like the kids get on the back of a flatbed truck, like all the gymnastics kids or the local basketball team or anything like that?
All sorts of those, and it was just kind of like some of them were good. I mean, they had low budget Daryl Duck.
Oh, what is that? Ooh.
Low budget Marky Mouse.
Costume characters in the parade.
Yeah, they had low budget sewing. Let's see, and then they had all sorts of low budget Disney characters, and so it was pretty interesting. And then they because apparently none of these schools in Salinas have enough kids to have their own band, they just combined a bunch of people together to make one band for the marching in this.
Oh, they had a marching band though. That's fun.
They had several of them that were full district bands instead of, individual school bands. So it was kind of like, well, it was cool, but it also was kind of like, okay, well, there you go.
And this was on Thanksgiving.
No, this was on Saturday.
Oh, Saturday.
So.
A couple days post Thanksgiving.
Yeah, kind of that thing. Yep. But then, and so it was cool. It was cold though, and so that was in. And then let's see what else is there going on. Oh yes, and then this morning the Grinch meals came out, and apparently at my McDonald's I was the first one to order one. I got a Big Mac.
Do you get something for that?
You get socks.
Oh.
Ooh.
Grinch socks that also say McDonald's on them.
Ooh.
So everybody knows you were there. I should have gotten I was the first one here. Unlike what I got at Target. Target though, I was able to clean out most of the car with that Target bag. That was a big shiny bag. Holographic shiny bag.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
So I mean, it was very helpful. I was able to put all the hats that I had strewn about the car in the shiny bag. So, which allowed me to see all the stuff that I had been collecting from Taste Test Tuesday and not subjecting myself to the rest of and throwing it away. So, yeah, except for these,
that stuff adds up.
Except for these Hershey's Bells, which I found, and I am eating the rest of.
I was wondering what that was.
Well,
I still love those. I've got a couple in my refrigerator.
Yep. So those are things to know. So I was also watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Mm-hmm.
Was it windy?
Well, it was okay windy. I mean, there wasn't so windy they couldn't have the balloons. That would be crazy with the balloons banging off of the buildings on either side. That would be pretty fun. Well,
you see the dachshund?
Maybe not fun, but it would entertain me. What I don't think a lot of people get on this is that they're all lip syncing. And with them all lip syncing, they, some of the people are very good at lip syncing where others are not. And so they're all just kind of wandering around and running down the streets. Now, the bands aren't, the marching bands aren't, but the marching bands are used to playing in public and not having to do so many dance moves that they can't do anything there. Hold on here. I'm going to go, there we go. All right. And so, yeah, so it was now I'm trying to find stuff in the things for a second here. Okay, there we go. And so they're trying to find, they're these people that are, supposed seasoned performers are all lip syncing, where the bands are just like, yeah, man, we just do this. We do this on the field. Every Saturday afternoon, we do this on the field. And so maybe the world's going to go back to big bands, the big marching bands again, because I think it's
Oh, I love a marching band.
Yeah, good marching band.
That's good for the Sousa family.
Ooh. They're awesome too because they have no chordal instruments, no guitars, no pianos. They're just like kind of mobile, transitory groups of people blowing in things and hitting on things, just the sound is totally unique.
Yeah. Well,
did you watch for Frida the Dachshund?
Or was Frida the Dachshund? Was that on the dog show after?
Oh no.
Afterwards?
It was in the parade.
Oh.
The big inflatable dachshund balloon.
Was that like near Bluey?
I'm not sure, but it was sponsored by Macy's. It was Macy's and the farmer's dog together. They brought back Frida.
Oh, there you go. Gotta like something about that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. The eyes are very cartoony.
All right. Well, we've run out of other stuff, so I guess we have no choice. Okay.
Oh,
Jesus. I guess there is time for this Week in Bubbles.
Thank
Okay,
God
here we
I
go.
wrote something.
All right.
It's perfect weather for blowing bubbles. The world burns in the rearview glass. We laugh too loud to hide the trouble. It's perfect weather for blowing bubbles. Smoke in our lungs, truth on the floor. Can't tell what we're running for. Hearts beat fast, no brakes, no double. Push it to the edge, watch it bubble.
All right. So there we go.
That's right. This week in Bubbles, we're looking at demonstrability, that which is capable of being demonstrated, and the burning creativity in the Santa Cruz Underground. So just like the song says, it has been perfect bubble making weather, especially for networking, community building, and band practices. Some of the things that happened over the weekend, the Bubble Review, on Wednesday, there was So actually, there were all sorts of really fun public events. On Wednesday, there was a holiday soiree in Capitola and an underground family-style beat buffet. On Thursday, there was a mushroom bike ride. Friday was Woodhouse, Afrobeats Black Friday, and Beats and Turkey Burn. On Saturday, I attended a film screening of this new piece called Age of Disclosure, and then there was Lost in Space. There's this underground dance party, and then on Sunday there was an opera on tap event that was sold out and so amazing. Listening to operatic singers paired with flights of homebrews, and then I also made bubbles at the Lighthouse. Upcoming in Bubbles this Thursday, the Abbott Square Entrepreneurs and Media Meeting. Friday is a 6 p.m. Blue Lagoon Art Tour. Sunday, Abbott's Lighthouse Sunset Bubbles again. But two upcoming events where I'm actually going to be performing Bubbles are the 13th of December at the Almar Street Fair and the 20th of December, Winter on the Wharf, where we'll be properly dressed up in party sequins and top hats and entertaining with people with bubbles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you know what? I did forget. Forgot that Thanksgiving Eve, the Barracuda extended their point streak to 11 games.
Where would they play that?
They were at San Jose at Texio Arena, and then,
that's where you were.
But on Friday they went to Colorado. Colorado ended that streak 4-2. But then San Jose Barracuda started a new streak on Saturday. So, and they will have 2 times for you to see them this week, Friday and Saturday. Friday being, just kind of the Friday game. And then Saturday being the annual teddy bear toss where they will wear teddy bear jerseys. And then after the first goal, they will fill the ice with teddy bears.
That sounds like fun. What day is that?
As I just said, Saturday.
Saturday.
Yes.
Check the notes.
Check the notes.
Saturday teddy bear t-shirts.
No.
No?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Teddy bear picnic.
Oh.
Check your notes. What does it say?
It says Barracuda.
Beneath the trees where nobody sees.
Yes. No, it's teddy bear toss,
Ooh,
where
teddy
you
bear
bring a
toss.
bear and you throw it on the ice after the first goal. But, and I keep saying I want to bring a weighted bear and throw it from the press box. And I keep getting told that would be a horrible idea. It's just, I don't know. Weighted, comfortable bear. Man,
Somebody would appreciate that gift.
Yeah, just not the person. Just not the person that is halfway down.
Oh no.
Yeah, just not that. Yeah, there you go.
The opinions you hear being expressed today are those of the program host.
Thank you, Mike.
In our defense, Rachel hasn't talked much, so that's. That's.
Haven't had your finger on the button.
Didn't have to have my finger on the crash button there. Yeah, there we go.
No, today I was just mostly specializing in asking inappropriate, airy questions.
Okay. All right. So,
Airy, like a bubble.
Yeah, embalmed air.
There you go. Now I'll tell you what, and I'll tell you what. For some, here's something too. For me, as much money as they spent, trying to be almost like the 2000 Grinch movie, Walmart didn't have a lot of goings on.
When you're in line?
No, all weekend.
Oh.
You know what they had?
What did they have?
They had 65 boxes of macaroni and cheese.
Oh my
geez! In a box that was shaped like a TV.
Yes. They got so much publicity for something that was so worthless. And what was weird is that people were buying these things. I mean, I guess it would have been cheap for the macaroni and cheese too, but people buying the macaroni and cheese TV was so weird. How were they? I don't understand. I never understood how they were convincing people it was macaroni and cheese. I mean, it was a TV.
Through litigation, probably.
No, it's shaped like a TV. It has all the markings like a box of a TV would have.
Ooh.
But it says, for example, it says 4K noodles inside. It says 65-inch original flavor.
I mean, what they meant was just 4,000 noodles.
Well, that sounds like I would like to be in that creative meeting trying to mesh noodles and television. Speaking of Walmart.
And cheapness. and just complete cheapness.
The film, the Alien Disclosure film that I saw on Saturday, at one point during the film, they said the word bubble about 50 times, and my eyes just like popped open. It was pretty funny, my ears actually. But one of the things that kind of stood out was that they were giving these reliable descriptions of aircraft sightings, but they're basically like these matte black rectangular shapes. One was the size of Walmart. So speaking of Walmart, but encased in a bubble. And that's actually the theory about how they can traverse through air and water.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also Sunday night, I was able to watch the third installment of Prep and Landing. And I'm just going to be honest. The third installment was mailed in, was very much mailed in. I wish.
Did it get too corporate?
No, it was just mailed in, and I won't spoil it for everybody yet, but I would indeed be willing to spoil the first of the 3 Stranger Things trailers, Stranger Things cliffhangers this year, except I've never watched one episode of it. But there is a new season of One Piece now available, so that's good. That's news. I don't know. This
macaroni and cheese was 1937.
Yeah,
and that's I guess a good deal if you want 65 boxes of macaroni and cheese. But
that's like macaroni and cheese for a year.
That's because it was introduced in 1937.
Ooh.
So
They're
little
celebrating
history lesson as you're pushing your neighbor out of the way.
Well, there you go. Well, I tell you what, we're going to let the folks on air hear a little longer of our ending thing there. But the full song on the podcast, One Season in the Sun, everywhere you get your podcasts. And we will see you tomorrow right back here at SantaCruzVoice.com. You are listening to One Season in the Sun.
See you soon.
Take it easy.
They're singing again down in the square. Candles and laughter float through the air. They string up their wreaths, they paint every wall, while I'm up here wondering why I care at all. They cheer through the night like they'll never fall, and every last one of them's having a ball. Oh, the nerve of those who's laughing loud with nothing to lose. No one cares that my heart's too small. They sing and they dance and they jubilate all. Yeah, the nerve of those who's. They bake up their fudge, pour cider and wine, ring silver bells till they all fall in line. They hug in the streets, they shout joy to all. I'm staring at footprints that lead to the mall. The snow keeps on falling, it buries the street. Their world feels too perfect, too warm, too sweet. Oh, the nerve of those who's dancing around in their shiny shoes. No one cares that my heart's too small. They sing and they dance and they jubilate all. Yeah, the nerve of those who's. Maybe I'm mean, maybe I'm green, maybe I'm lost in what might have been seen. Still every year that melody grows down in the valley where nobody knows. Maybe one song slips through these walls and I almost forget why I hated it all. Oh, the nerve of those who's smiling wide with glitter and glue. No one cares that my heart's too small. They sing and they dance and they jubilate all. Yeah, the nerve of those who's. Keep it down. Some of us are trying to hate in peace.